At this point in our program today, we're excited to be able to recognize an individual as well as a company who have succeeded in international business. We'll also be able to present a Lifetime Achievement Award. To present our awards, please welcome to the stage Terry Grant, Market President for KeyBank and the sponsor of today's awards, and David Utria, President of the World Trade Association. Joining them on stage is Val Hale from the Governor's Office of Economic Development and Heidi Walker from the Salt Lake Chamber.
Good morning. As president of the World Trade Association, an organization of companies that work in the global marketplace, it is my pleasure to recognize a person who has distinguished himself in international business with the state of Utah. We would like to recognize Senator Orrin Hatch with the International Person of the Year Award for his continued invaluable support of international trade. Over nearly 4 decades of public service, Senator Hatch has established himself as a leading voice in the United States Senate. As the upper chamber most senior Republican, he currently serves as a president pro tempore and as a chairman of the State Financial Committee. In this capacity, he's fighting to create jobs and strengthening the economy by streamlining the tax code and creating more opportunities for American businesses abroad. By all objectives and measures, Senator Hatch is one of the most effective and impactful legislators of modern times. Since he first came to Congress in 1977, no legislature alive today has sponsored more bills that have become law than Senator Hatch. Senator Hatch planned to be with us today, but had an important matter to come up. So we will watch a video from him with his remarks now.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction and for this award. I apologize for not being able to be there at this time. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to serve the people of Utah, so many of whom rely on and excel in international trade, both imports and exports. I have always approached these types of issues with a simple premise, which is that trade between the United States and other countries is a good thing. And given the opportunity, American businesses and Utah businesses in particular are more than capable of competing on the world stage. However, if we're going to succeed in this endeavor, we need to work with like-minded partners to write the rules and set high standards for international trade. If we don't, other countries surely will, and those countries might not have our best interests in mind. To make sure that the United States continues to lead the world in trade, I spent much of 2015 working to pass legislation to renew Trade Promotion Authority, or TPA. Since that time, I've been working to make sure that our trade agreements meet the high standards that we set in our TPA law, so that the agreements will grow our economy, advance our interests, and address our needs as a country. That is my main concern going forward, because that is what is best for our country and best for our state. I look forward to working with all of you here on these important tasks and welcome your continued efforts to ensure that our trade policies continue to benefit the great people of Utah. Thank you once again for this award and for having me here today.
Melanie Bowen, State Director, will accept this award on behalf of Senator Hatch.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a beautiful award. I'm honored to receive this on behalf of Senator Hatch, who is honored to represent you. During this election year, a very contested election year, he is so sorry and regrets he is unable to be here as he had originally hoped. But with this award, he is honored to continue his work in behalf of you all and the people of the state of Utah. Thank you so much.
KeyBank is proud to sponsor the International Person and Company of the Year Award, and we recognize that there's many individuals and companies in this state that are well-deserving. We would like to recognize this time a Utah company that has really distinguished itself in international business. We'd like to recognize doTERRA International. It's one of the world leading companies in essential oils, producing and distributing exceptionally high quality therapeutic grade essential oils, personal care, spa products, and nutritional supplements and healthy living products. doTERRA sources more than 100 essential oils from over 40 different countries, more than half of which are considered developing countries. Based in Pleasant Grove, Utah, doTERRA employs nearly 2,000 people to support the millions of customers who are buying its products around the world. Accepting the award today is David Sterling, CEO of doTERRA.
And I'm honored, very honored to receive this award on behalf of doTERRA today, and thank you, Terry Grant and KeyBank, for sponsoring these awards. We really appreciate that as well, and of course the World Trade Association, for this recognition. It's been a wonderful journey as we've gone down this path, and to be able to be here in the Utah Global Forum today and receive this is just kind of an extra neat thing for us. Our hearts and our headquarters are here in Utah, of course, but we've become a very international company, and now with sourcing over 100 essential oils from more than 40 different countries around the world, and shipping products on a monthly basis to 100 different countries around the world. So we really have become a large company in that regard. I would, as I think about the past eight and a half years almost now since the company began, I don't know that we ever started out expecting a result like what has happened, but we just wanted to bring people really high quality essential oils that could really be life-changing. We wanted to share these with families and parents, and particularly mothers, and who could bring their great therapeutic value to their families, and that's kind of what we set out to do. It moved a lot further from that up to this time, but I also have to recognize my colleagues, very thankful for them. I have two of the founding executives with me today, Emily Wright and Mark Wolford, back here. Raise some hands. I'm happy to report that all 7 founders today are very, very engaged in the executive management of the company. In fact, 2 of these founders have moved with their families out to mainland China, making a significant sacrifice in that regard to kind of help manage some of the growth out there. Also, we have some of our wellness advocate leaders with us here today, and they represent today over 3 million wellness advocates and customers that we have around the world. So it's grown very, very large, and appreciate them so much for all that they do. And finally, I know we have a number of employees with us here today, and they're such an integral part of the company, and they help just to bring that culture. We have some of the most fantastic employees that you might imagine. We now have over 1,900 employees down at our Pleasant Grove campus in Utah County, and about another 400 or more than 400 employees in our international offices around the world as well. So things have really moved for sure. What makes this award certainly a little bit more gratifying is we're receiving it with some pretty distinguished other award recipients, in Senator Orrin Hatch and Franz Kolb. And just want to say, and I know I represent my partners and many others in saying this, that we're very honored to receive this award. Thank you very much.
In addition to International Person and Company of the Year award, we would like to present a Lifetime Achievement Award to a person who has been at the heart of Utah diplomatic efforts for more than 2 decades. Franz Kolb serves as the Director of Diplomacy and International Protocol for the state of Utah at the Governor's Office of Economic Development and International Trade and Diplomacy. During the course of his service, he has organized many international trade missions, welcomed hundreds of business delegations and dignitaries to Utah, and organized countless of business seminars. Prior to his current position, Mr. Kolb held positions at Utah International Business Development Office, Ernst & Young, the WTA of Utah, the Utah District Export Council, and the International Business Consulting Firm. He is the Honorary Consul of Austria in Utah. He is committed to fulfilling his current responsibilities of assisting Utah's international businesses, community, and hosting international dignitaries from all over the world. Please join me in congratulating Franz Kolb.
Ladies and gentlemen, at age 14, in a little small mining town in Austria, just about a kilometer away from the German border, something was in my heart that said that I need to go into the world and I need to help people build bridges, and peoples build bridges. I'm very grateful for this opportunity that I have had in my career. And by the way, I'm not retiring, just for the record. It's just starting to facilitate and help build these bridges between Utah and the world. There are many people that I would like to thank. I have mentors here from all over the world, and I'm very grateful for their example that they have given me. I'd like to thank the state of Utah and all its citizens for the opportunity and the privilege I've had to serve them. I would like to thank my family. International business is not just a one-person affair. It is basically the family supports them. I've got my wife Lynette here, who is right back there, and who was tireless as the children grew up and taking care of the family, and my daughter Daniela is here as well, and I've got a son in Korea and another son here. So I want to thank my family for their undying support. I'm grateful for the Governor's Office of Economic Development, the Department of Community and Economic Development of this state. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the world is getting smaller every day. It is important for us to be good examples, to reach out, to be multicultural, and to never forget that how important it is to be a citizen. Now, I'm an immigrant. I'm a citizen by choice. I want to encourage everyone that has this opportunity to vote in the next elections. Vote your conscience. One last statement that I'd like to make is I'd like to thank the World Trade Association of Utah, the oldest trade association since 1971, consisting of volunteers promoting international trade. I'm very grateful for the World Trade Center that I've had the opportunity to work with since its beginning. And I would like to also thank all the educational institutions that I've had the opportunity to work with. One last thing, please don't forget tomorrow the Utah Valley University conference on the diplomatic conference on international trade relations down in Orem. We have our consuls general go down there as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am very grateful in behalf of my family, my friends, and each one of you. I accept this award very humbly, and thank you very much.
Congratulations again to our award winners. They are great examples of thinking, acting, and succeeding globally. You now have the opportunity to go to one of our breakout sessions for a deeper dive on the topics that you've heard this morning. Exporting 101, creating partnerships, finance, and international networking. Now this is important. The export, we're going to give you some logistical information here. The Exporting 101 and the partnership breakout sessions are found on this main floor. The finance and the international networking breakout sessions are on the third floor. You should have a map in the packet that you received this morning, and there are also signs to direct you along the way to the associated rooms. We have volunteers who are also in the hall ready to assist you. Directly after the breakout session, we will have our networking luncheon, which is sponsored by Varian Medical Systems. Of course, the value of the networking luncheon is for you to network with each other, but also to connect with today's presenters. And so I want to note that our afternoon featured speaker, Governor Herbert, will be at the Zions Bank booth during lunch, and the consuls general who are here with us today will also be available at the highboy tables in the center of the room with their respective flags. So this is a geography test. See if you can match the flag with the country, with the consul general that you want to speak with. Now, with that being said, we encourage you to take a 15-minute networking break. It's sponsored by Kurt McConkey to find the session that you want to attend. Those breakout sessions will begin promptly at 11:15. Thank you.